Well, good evening, everybody. Let's see. Is that working? Yes, it is working. Okay. I'll give it a few seconds here. Make sure everybody is on time here. Sorry I missed last night. You know, it's summertime. Things to do. It's just too much going on. What, no warning tonight? I like the warning. It lets me get to a point of pausing. Hey, Ivy. Yeah, too much going on. Summer's here, you know. First thing I like to mention, it seems like I've mentioned it before in my other videos. Every year, if you see, I hope I got the right screen up. Yeah, according to my preview, I do. Every year, it's this weekend. If you happen to be in Wisconsin and you want to see me in person, I will for sure be at this activity in Cameron, Wisconsin. If you like the past, wood carving, blacksmith shop, you name it. It's like a cool little small town. People dress up. There's like sewing and washing clothes, and I go every year because I volunteer my time for, where is it at? Right here. There's a tractor parade at 2 p.m. And I volunteer my time because these old tractors it takes a lot to get them going because they only run them like once a year. It takes some effort to get them started, to get them going, and I volunteer my time to help drive tractors around. So if you want to see me, I'm for sure going to be there Saturday. I don't know about Sunday. I like to try to do both days, but my sister has a parade she may need my help with. We'll see. I will for sure be there Saturday. Sunday is questionable yet. If you want to know the location, if you know where Minneapolis, Minnesota is, Chippewa Falls, and Eau Claire, Wisconsin, that's two big towns. It is in, I thought I had this marked. There it is. It's just north of Chippewa Falls in a little town called Cameron, Wisconsin. And if you go to Cameron, Wisconsin, it's not right in Cameron. It's kind of on the outskirts. It's right in here somewhere. It's just on the outskirts of Cameron, Wisconsin. Right off. There it is, Pioneer Village. Yeah, it's just right off of Highway 8 here. Oh, no, it ain't. You actually got to go north a little bit. It's actually on 14th Avenue or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, there's a Pioneer Village Museum in Cameron, and I will be there Saturday. If anybody watching my stream happens to be in Wisconsin and they want to meet me in person, I will be there. I'll probably be on, it seems like I'm always on that old Farmall H because, I don't know, that one's got bad points or something. It just seems like I'm the only one that can keep that one running for some reason. And I will definitely be in the parade, and I'll probably be on the Farmall H driving around. So, thought I'd bring that up anyway. So, yeah, it'll be this weekend. It'll be this Saturday, this Sunday, 10 to 4:30 p.m. And I will be there for sure Saturday. Walking around, checking things out. It's pretty cool. Alright, got that out of the way. Next thing I was going to show was this. Yeah, Ivy, something like that, I know you would just love it if you could make it. Well, they must have like stuff like that down around our area, or some kind of museum thing you could go to. Okay, what was I going to show? Was it? I think it was this one. Oh yeah, I'm sure everything's all screwed up. I haven't touched this game for quite a while. Anyway, here's the map that me and friends are always talking about, this no man's land. We wish it was available on 25. What's so cool about no man's land is you basically start out in the forest with like nothing but a cabin and a shed. That's about it. Oh, good. I'm glad you do have something like that down by you, Ivy. Yeah, it's fun. Oh yeah, I suppose I could take some pictures. I really don't have a smartphone though. I do have a digital camera though I could take along. If Sis happens to go with me, I'll have to or my nieces or something. They always got smartphones. Maybe they can take a bunch of video and pictures. Come on, game, load, man. Show you? I am going to show you. If this game ever loads. I'm noticing load time for FS22 is a little slower than FS25, but then I haven't loaded this game in a while. There we go. Oh, I forgot all about this. Ooh-wee. I did build a fancy big cabin house. Let's see. Yeah, I finally did build the big house. This is where I left off. I think this was Uncle Fred's farm, if I remember correctly. What brought me to this, I was trying to explain to Ivy what we need for barns. This is the barn we need in FS25. They don't have no barns like this. These are the barns I've actually milked in real life. You got the barn cleaner, the milking stalls, I thought I could go in here. Dealer valve bulk tank, dealer valve milking machines. This is stuff I've actually used in real life. This makes sense to me. I don't know what it is with these new weird factory style barns and these just open pens. That's not a barn. This is what we need. We need this in FS25. With the silage cart little mixing wagon. Nice little tiny mixing wagon. Keep it simple. Another cool thing about this barn is you actually have a hay elevator that puts the hay up in the hay mow where it belongs. A hay mow. We need a hay mow. An actual silo with a silo blower that puts the grass and the chaff in a silo to convert to silage. This is how we do it. This is how it's done in Wisconsin. This is what we need. Get on it, modders. Then another thing I loved about this, we have an actual barn cleaner. We need this. This actually pulls the poop out and puts it in the spreader. This is how we really did this. This is what we need right here. This barn, or another similar barn. Do I have that on here? Oh god, I forgot how different this was. Yeah, the menus are different and everything on this game. Okay, we're under cows. There's a lot of... We do have this barn, finally, in FS25, which is awesome. We do have this barn. This barn ain't too bad. It's pretty close. Where's the Dyersville barn? They call it a Dyersville barn. I can't remember. I think it was... Okay, that's the barn I was using. This barn ain't bad. Oh no, this is the Dyersville. Here it is, the Dyersville barn. Oh shoot, I don't have enough money. Hold on. I gotta see if I can remember how to cheat money in this. It's pretty similar to... There we go. I'm not gonna save this map, obviously. I just wanna... I wish they would convert this to... Is this the one? No. Where is it? This one. This is almost like the perfect barn. I really wish they would convert this over to FS25. This is the barn I want so bad. Here's what's cool. I mean, it's actually like the barns that are in my area. Again, dealer valve bulk tank, the milking machines. Cows are in stanchions or stalls. We have the barn cleaner, usual. Here's what I really, really love about this barn. There is a hay mound up there. Where do we store the hay? Well, if you come over here, there's a trigger. It opens a hay elevator. Now, if you make the small square bales, see if I remember how to do this. I thought I could. There we go. Square bale grass. Now we want hay. Oops, did I not do that right? There we go. Now, when you make a whole bunch of these little square bales, if you get it close enough, I mean, it'd be cool if they had animation that showed the bales going up there. But yeah, you make a load of hay and you drive next to that elevator, because in real life, you obviously put them on the elevator. It actually, I don't know if you can see up there, it actually stores them up there. Can I do the flight thing mode? How do I do this? There it is, flight mode. Yeah, you see, the bales are actually stored up in the haymow where they belong. And then, you can come in the barn here, and there's a trigger here. Oops, there it is. I missed it. Open hayloft. Or no, where is it? Oh, there it is. Open menu. You can pull whatever bales you stored up in that haymow. Let's say I want a couple bales to feed the cows. It spawns them down here. So you can actually take them and carry them up to the cow manger and feed them to the cows. And I actually did this pretty much in real life. That's what I love about this barn. Also, it did have a silage room. Is this? Yes. Oh, I didn't put the silos up yet. But anyway, you can put the old traditional the brick silos up. Oh, hey, boy, how can I pronounce that name? The diesel Civic. Yeah, in some ways, especially with the vintage mods and stuff. Yes, FS22 is better, I think, when it comes to the vintage mods. I will agree with that. Do I have that silo? It is a little harder to find things, though, I think. Was that under factories? No. Is that one of them? No, that's not the one I like. There is a silo, the old style traditional silo. Oh, it's been so long since I've played this. There, was that it? No, that's still got the spout. Where are you? Or was it under something else? Maybe it was under... There it is. It's under silos. Now I remember. It's coming back to me. No, that one's still got the spout. Anyway, there's the perfect silo you can put there. Is it this one? No, not the double. Seemed like it was pretty expensive though too. I got so many mods on this thing, it's ridiculous. I'm getting to it as quick. I think it was pretty expensive. I think it was like $50,000 or $60,000. Did I miss it? Just because I want to show it off, that's why I can't find it. Nope. It was just the plain, simple... I will find it. That's it. See how... See, these are exactly the silos that we had. And then, oh, I forgot turning is different on this one. To spin, it's Q and E, whereas FS25, it's C and V now. But yeah, if you got this lined up just right, get it just so, just barely clips in. And then you drive your cart in here, see? Just like it was in the, well, I clipped it in a little too far, but yeah, you wanted to get it so the spout was just hanging into the edge there, and then you can drive your silo cart up here. That little, where is that little fart? I left it in that barn. But anyway, yeah, we need them in here. We need that little mixing silo cart. I just love this thing. This little teeny tiny TMR mixer. See, it's small enough to fit in the building. You don't need a big tractor. This is how you mix your TMR, and I just love this thing. So we need this. We need the traditional dairy barn. Yeah. This is what a barn is supposed to look like. Yep. Also, if you noticed in the upper right hand corner next to the calendar, it says 1960. That was another really cool mod in this game. It was called through the years, and oh, how did I do that? What was it? This menu? No. I'm trying to remember how to do this, guys. I think it was under. There we go. Through the years, you could start out as low as 1950. Pick your year, and what this mod did, when you go to buy equipment, it limited what you could buy. Like right now, the year is 1960. So when you go to buy a tractor, you couldn't buy anything newer than 1960. See, now you could buy this one. Oh, this one doesn't have a year on it. It's not perfect. There. See, now this tractor was made in 1958, so it's available. See? It doesn't catch all of them, so you did have to do a little bit of sorting yourself. Like, obviously this wasn't available until the 80s. But the reason this one ain't working is because this mod didn't get a year assigned to it. But yeah, that was the idea behind that Through the Years mod, was you could only buy tractors. So it kind of forced you to work a little harder. So yeah, I really missed that Through the Years mod. That was pretty cool. And more really run-down vintage tractors like this old fart. I mean, now we're really getting old. I'm talking old, man. That's what I like. I want this stuff. The really old stuff. You know what? I think I'm going to buy some of them just to show them off. Yeah, I really want this one. Oh, and I love this one. This one's cool. It's got the old steel wheels. Or you could put rubber on it if you wanted. I'm going to buy that one. Yeah, these are some of the mods I'm really missing in FS25. Oh yeah, this one is pretty cool too. We'll buy that one. And believe it or not, I think it was under miscellaneous. You could get an old steam tractor even. It was expensive, but you could get it. But yeah, these are some of the mods I'm missing. Oh, and the three-wheeler. I want my three-wheeler back. You can get four-wheelers, but I want my three-wheeler back. That was another one I had. Oh, and this old clunker. They finally did make this mod available. You can get this mod on FS25, but they took away the cool sound effect. This thing sounds like it's like the engine's about ready to blow up. If you listen carefully, I hope I got the sound set correctly. See what I mean? It sounds like it's on its last leg, like it can barely run. So they, you know, like I say, this truck is available on FS25, but they took, and then when you shut it off, it backfires. You know, little things like that I really miss, you know. Whoa, what happened there? Something's glitching out here. This is supposed to be black. Yeah, this old harvester was pretty cool, but I don't know, some reason it's glitching out right now. The H is available. They do have the H. I think this was part, I think they call it the old implement pack. And I just love that pack. So yeah, it's some of the old stuff. Let's see, let's go to that other old tractor. There. Yeah, this is really, really old. I just love the sound of this old stuff. Especially this one. This one really sounds cool. Oh, the map? This is No Man's Land map. Let's see. Let me get off the tractor here. Can I do... Yes, I can. Flight mode. What's so cool about this map, you only have one shop, one sell point. That's it. And the rest of the map... Let's see. Can we speed this up here? The rest of the map is pretty much just wide open. There's nothing on this map. You build everything. It's basically just a wide open map. You got one road in, one road out. When you start out, You get one little cabin and a machine shed, and that is about it. You get nothing. You build everything on this map. This map is just wide open with some trees. It was pretty cool for the time. Let's see. Can I show? Yeah. Oops. Here we go. And what's cool about this map is you can buy it in sections. Oh, I forgot how this is different. And each section is basically the same price. Yeah, it's like on a grid. It was a pretty big deal when it came out. I think it came out first on Farming Simulator 19, and they did convert it for 22. It was the first open wilderness build your own map style map. You know, it was a pretty big deal. Yeah, it's similar to New Frontier, but I don't know, there's just something. New Frontier just ain't the same as this. I don't know what it is. I really got really attached to this map. It's hard to explain. I suppose I could load it up. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll load it up where, like when you get it when you're fresh and new. Let's see, quit. We don't want to save. You never know. I might go back to playing that one. Can I load? Now the question is, do I have a blank space? Oh, I got one slot empty. There's a lot of maps like the Forgotten Lands. That would be a good. Oh, Westby, Wisconsin. Oh, I wish Westby, Wisconsin was transferred over. Okay, we'll just go New Farmer. Yeah, they did transfer this one over to FS25. That was a pretty cool map too. That one they transferred over. They did make an Ashton Corners. So some maps are transferred over. I'm looking for No Man's Land here. Oh, I wish they would do this, the island thing, where you're like on a deserted island. I'm still waiting for that to come out on 25. That was a fun map too, this Honkaporky. Don't ask me to pronounce that. I played on that map quite a bit. Let's see. There's No Man's Land. So yeah, we're getting there though. I mean, when FS25 first came out, there wasn't much for vintage mods, but now we're getting a few. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, another thing I got to remember to show tonight. I did find a map. I think it's called Hamlet. I think it's just called Hamlet on FS25. Very, very similar to this No Man's Land. Not quite, but very, very similar, where you got sections you can buy and it's wide open to build on. I just started playing around with that map. Alright, so when you get onto this map, yeah, they give you a well, it depends if you start from scratch or not. If you start from scratch, you get nothing. But yeah, you just kind of, it's one road in and one road out. One sell point. They keep it real simple. That's what I liked about it. It's just like out in the middle of nowhere down a dead-end road. You have nothing, like nothing to start out with. Buildings that are falling down and rotten, and you got to build everything from scratch. That's what I liked about it. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, you get like one tiny little field. Yeah, this is all you get. You get like nothing. An old rotten shed and old rotten house. Oh, let's see if we can gross ivy out tonight. Yeah, you don't even get a bathroom. You gotta poop in here. Isn't that disgusting? Disgusting? They even got the flies buzzing. I don't know if you can hear that in the background or not. You got to poop in the old outhouse. So yeah, you get nothing. An old, just disgusting cabin. At least they give you a TV with a video game, though. So yeah, it's Would you sleep in that bed? I don't know if I'd sleep in that. Ugh. Looks kind of moldy to me. Yeah, I did a whole series on this. I think I just called it Uncle Fred's Farm. I started out with nothing like this and just slowly built up my farm. So yeah, if you wanna see this, I do have a whole series. I think it's like 20 episodes, just called Uncle Fred's Farm. So that's that map. Let's see. Did I show off? Oh no, I'm on the. Okay, I forgot I switched maps. Okay, let's go check. I think the only other map I want to show off is West B, Wisconsin. Although I could show that one off too. Nah, let's go with West B. Oh my goodness, this thing is like all screwed up. I gotta go harder than that? Believe it or not, there is another series I did. I think it's just called No Tractors. I did find some mods where I used workhorses. I was not allowed to use any tractors, and I did basically everything by hand and with workhorses. I only did like 3 episodes because that was very tedious. But yeah, I do like the challenge. I just love old, rusty, vintage, small, I don't care for this big stuff. I wish they would make the stock game like that. So you started out poor, because in real life that's what you do when you start out farming. You start out at the bottom and, buy old used equipment, and fix it up and, you know what I mean? Slowly work your way up. You don't automatically buy a $2 million farm and get the big 4-wheel drive tractor. At least in my time you didn't. You started out with junk that barely ran, and then you slowly worked your way up. That's what I liked about it. This map, I really love this map. This is, well, it's based off of Wisconsin. Again, it's got the barns I like with the silos. Let's do a fly up here. Yeah, this map has all the cool barns that I like. It definitely is a Wisconsin map. Yeah, it's all red barns. I mean, you can go to the big free stalls if you want to, but I usually avoid that area of the map. This is the kind of stuff I like this area. So, if you ever been up in Wisconsin, this is exactly what it looks like. Oops, slow down here. You got the old red barn, with the tie stalls. Oh shoot, I don't own the land. Hold on here, I gotta own the land before I can do anything here. Oh, and this is a big map too. This is a 4X map, so I mean it's huge. You got a lot of selections here. Another one I really, really hope and wish they would convert over to FS25. Yeah, see, you got the old tie stalls with the drinking cups. You got the silo room, where you get your silage out of the, just the old way, And again, when you make the little square bales, I believe there's a trigger over here. It opens the haymow, and out pops the old style hay elevator. You know how many times I've put hay on this elevator and stacked hay in this haymow? Oh, it doesn't have a floor. Well, anyway, there's supposed to be a floor here. But means you really don't walk up there. It basically just stores your little square bales up there. Yeah, this is what I like. This is what I want. And I do believe this also has the dealer valve. Yep. Dealer valve bulk tank, dealer valve milking equipment with the old pipeline. This is what we need on FS25. I think we'll get it eventually. And does this have the... Some barns had the manure pit and some had the barn cleaner. No, I think this one's just got the pit. So, okay. I think we will eventually. Somebody will convert some of these mods over. Let's see. Yeah, the barn I was on had the barn cleaner I like. Yeah, there we go. See? God, I'm not used to the controls on this one. Will you stop fidgeting? Slow down. There we go. Yeah, it's got the old Pat's barn cleaner. And it's got the, where is it? There it is. The forage harvester I want. I haven't found a pull behind forest harvester yet. I've been looking for one of these. This one will do, I got the hay header on it right now, but there is a, I believe, a corn header. Yeah, there's the corn header. Where you chop up the corn, make your forage, and you blow it into a chopper box, the old Gale chopper box. And then you take the Gale chopper box and you unload it into the blower, and you do have to run this tractor to run the blower, and it blows it up into the silo like it's supposed to. We're getting there. Like I say, it's just ain't quite there yet, but we'll get there. I forgot about a lot of this stuff. Oh, I got the old V rake. Yeah, the old flat bed hay wagon to stack your hay on. My 1486. Whoops, no, 1586, sorry. What the heck was I doing here? Why is there a silo like in the middle of the... I don't even remember what I was doing with this game. It's been so long since I've played it. I was always trying something new, something different. Yeah, this is also another one of my favorite maps. Westby, Wisconsin on FS22. I think there was like a really cool white barn over here I was playing on too. Where was that at? Yeah, this map is huge. Yeah, I did play on this barn a little bit. This is a pretty cool barn too. Again, the old traditional silos with that style of roof. That's a barn. And I do believe, I think every single barn on here had that hay elevator where you could... Oh, I didn't buy the land again. Yeah, you can't do anything. Where am I at? Farmland. Buy. There we go. Now it should be... Yep, open hay loft. And out comes the hay elevator. That is so cool. Yeah, I love these old looking style barns. Pretty darn close to what I did in real life. Almost exact. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Dealer valve milk compressor. Vacuum compressor. Pump the milk, the pipeline. Pipeline runs into the milk house here. How many milking machines do we have here? Oh, just 4. 4 is enough. I don't even remember how many animals this barn could hold. It's been so long since I played on it. Where is the animal trigger? Animal trigger, please. Must be over here somewhere. Where is the animal trigger? Is it by the door here? No, that's this closed gate. Hello? Where's the buy animals trigger? Oh, there it is. That makes sense. Over by the door here. I was just curious. Oh, 80. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds about right. I was going to say 60 to 80 cows for this size of barn. Yep, pretty cool. Pretty cool looking old map. How many mods do I even have on here? Let's see. Was it... Yeah, I downloaded a few mods. Just a few. Just a few mods. Not a lot of mods, just a few. I even downloaded some John Deere. Yeah, stuff like that. Here's another old forage harvester. See what I mean? The old clunky stuff. That's what I want. The old, just... there's no chain, there's no guards on the chains. Just clunky. Oh, that must, I was gonna say, how come I can't see that? I did have the 3-wheeler, 200 3-wheeler, but that mod is glitching out for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I can even get a little Well, why? Some of these mods are not working. Why? Okay, that one's working okay. Yeah, the old chopper box. Get it with or without the roof. There it is. Old implement pack. Yeah. See, there you get everything's steel wheel. Get the old corn picker. I mean, we're talking the really old stuff here. Why is that being so weird? It's supposed to be black. There we go. And I think the wheels are supposed to be red. There we go. How's that for a harvester? Old steel wheels, clunky. Old corn picker. Older the better, that's what I'm looking for. See, now, like, this one is available on FS25. They don't have a hitch on it like this, but so it's coming around. It's coming around. We're getting them slowly. How's that for a forage harvester? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. The really old stuff from the 50s, 60s, or even older. That's the stuff I want. Well, I think I showed off everything I needed to show off in FS22. I was trying to think if there's anything else I could show off. Look how different the menus and stuff are. Oh yeah, you could even get the old Ford Model T. I forgot about these. Yeah, I mean, look, wouldn't that be so cool? I forgot about some of these mods. Get the old Bel Air, rusty old car. These are drivable. You can drive these. They made this one finally available on FS25. But yeah, you can get the old Chevys. I forgot about all these. The old Ford. Another old Ford you can get. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The old square body Chevy. What else did I have on here? I think I went through these pretty thoroughly. Oh, the old Farmall 300. No, that ain't the good 300. Where's the good 300? There's the 300. Yeah. The old Farmall 300. I think my dad had the 400. I do believe you can get a loader with this too. Yes, you can. How slick is that? The old Farmall 300. You can get the WD-45 now, finally. Oh, the Oliver Super 88. Ooh, they need to make this available for FS. That was a good tractor. I love that old Oliver. I know it's green, but Oliver did make good tractors back in the day. Another mod that needs to be converted. The old Farmall 06 series. I think some of them were converted over. And I think that one was. So some of these they did get some of these converted over. The H is available. They didn't get the M available yet. I wish they get the M. God, I love the M series. No, we don't need the torque converter. I just want the regular M. There we go. The regular old M. That was a good tractor. The old Farmall M. Let's see. What do we have? Already seen that. Yeah, they finally did make that one available. I mean, look at all this old vintage stuff. Yeah, I want this available. The old Gale. Or even the John Deere. This was a pretty good forage harvester too. I want a pull behind forage harvester. What was this? I don't even remember this one. Flail chopper. I don't even think a flail chopper is available in the new one. Yeah, why don't they make some more flail choppers? Gotta have a flail chopper, man. That's pretty important. Went through that. What is this? Oh, get the old Ford Model T truck. I say there's a few more vintage mods available. What was this? Oh, the old Peterbilt semi-truck. 1967. Ooh, what an ugly color. Well, I'm not going to change the color, but why would you pick yellow as the default? Why didn't they use the blue like in the picture? What was this one? Oh, the old Chevy C70. I had some fun with this too, this old cat. That was something fun to play with. What was under this one? No, don't want that. No. Already looked at that. What else we got here? It seemed like this didn't work right, though. This was supposed to pick ear corn, but it didn't work right. A lot of cool stuff on here. They just made this available finally. Oops, not that one. Must be this one. Yeah, an FS25. Where you can get the... for mixing feed. Make it red, make it any color you want. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Well, I suppose we better... I think I showed off everything I need to show off here. Alright, now we switch to the other game. Let's see, I should have that one booted and ready to go. Yes, I do. Alright, that saves some time. Let's see, what was I in the middle of doing here? I guess we can do a quick check on the animals here. Whoa, why is that set? I must have bumped the B key again. Goats are doing very well, no problems there. Finally getting some milk out of them. That's interesting. Ivy, look at your goat, it's spinning. Round and around, it's doing a disco. That's different. Disco dancing. Oh, little game glitches. They're fun. Alright, goats. Checked up on the goats. What about chickens here? Oh, we're finally getting some eggs. I didn't buy that many chickens, so. But I see some chicks in here starting to grow up finally. So we're doing good there. Pigs, I definitely underestimated how much food these pigs are going to take. Off camera, I had to buy some pig food. These guys, well, they're pigs, so they need food. The pigs are pigs. Got lots of little piglets. I might have made this pen a little bit big. I probably shouldn't have started keeping so many pigs. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make enough food for all these pigs. Might have to downgrade this pen a little bit. I forgot how big I made this pen. Oh yeah, that's way too many. I think I better shrink that down to like 30 so I can't have no more than like 30 pigs. Oh, what's on their ears? Tags, ear tags. We've used them on the farm for cows too. Basically, if you look, can I get close? It's just a little, it's almost like an ear ring. It's just a plastic tag you clip onto their ears so you can identify them. You can either put a number on them or their name, just so you keep track of your animals. Yeah, just think of it as a plastic earring with a label, a name, just so you can identify them. That's all that is, just a little identifier name tag thing. So you know who's who, so you can keep track of them. I think that's part of that realistic livestock mod. It's so you can keep track of your animals. Yeah, see, each animal has a unique number. So you know who is who and how old they are, how healthy they are, who's pregnant and who's not. Whoa! Holy babies! She's going to have 12 piglets? Oh my god, that's going to fill that pen up quickly. Ooh wee. She's the only one pregnant right now, too. Yeah, the reason your animals don't have that is because I have a mod called the Realistic Livestock mod. How do I explain that? I thought I explained it before. It basically makes taking care of animals a little harder. Their health, metabolism, you got to keep track. You know, some are better breeding stock than others. So, you know, like that one, I probably should sell that one because genetically he's not a very good animal. And you do that in real life. You know, you want to do selective breeding. You know, if you got an animal that gets sick a lot or has a genetic defect, obviously you don't want that animal to reproduce and make defective animals. You want to keep, you know what I mean? It's a real thing, selective breeding. Overall, these are... Ooh, see, now that one you definitely want to keep. See, he's really high. Extremely high. See, now that one, I think I'm going to have to get him sold, because we don't want to keep offspring from him. Not very good. Basically, they just made taking care of animals a little harder. That's all they did. I think that's what it was called. More realistic animal mod. And with that mod, unlike the stock game, if you don't take care of your animals will pass away. Like in real life. If you forget to feed them, they're going to pass away. That's the way it goes in real life, obviously. So, yeah. Yep. Oh, let's see. So, they should be good for a little while with food. How's the goats? Oh, chickens are good. Yep. Goats are good. Okay, everything is good. Animals are good. I did sell all the extra hay and straw I had because I really didn't need it. And I needed the money because I did buy... Where did I put that? That's what I had planned for the night. I was going to plant... There it is. I was going to plant some sunflowers. I was going to do corn, because eventually I will need corn, but until I do need the corn, I think I'll plant some sunflowers. And I do believe, yes I can. It is time to plant sunflowers. So, let's get over to, I do believe I had the track. There we go. Yeah, I had this little bitty tiny section here that I didn't know what to do with. So I think I'm just going to plow it up. Plant a few sunflowers. At first I wasn't gonna. I was like, no, I can't, because then I need a special harvester. But the harvester I do have, luckily, because most harvesters doesn't have that option, but the harvester I do have lets me do sunflowers. So I think I'm going to do it. Oh, yes, you can. Is that part of my mix, though? Yeah, we can mix wheat, barley, canola, corn, wheat, barley, oat, wheat, barley. Uh-oh. Ivy, I'm not seeing a sunflower mix here. That mixer I got does not do sunflowers. Does the other mixer that... I was thinking about upgrading my mixer anyway. Okay, if I get this bigger mixer, this mixer does sunflowers. So, yeah, good thing you said something, Ivy. So I'm gonna have to sell that smaller mixer. I want to get a bigger mixer anyway. This one will do sunflowers to make the pig feed. So, okay, that'll work. That'll work for us, Ivy. That'll work. So, let's get the plowing. Whoops, I already had it running. Create fields. Boy, that tractor's quiet. Hardly hear it. Let's see. I'm thinking anywhere in here should be good. Let's see. I don't want to get too close to the fences, but... Yep, not a total waste. Yeah, and we can always do the... didn't you have like a factory that you could do like sunflower... Or sun oil? You could make like oils and flour out of it. We might have to do that too. Let's see, let's not get too tight to this fence because that just makes it harder to do things. Leave a little wiggle room here. Sunflower flour. Yeah, exactly. Sunflower flour. I thought you could make like an oil too. My guess is if I get when I get some money saved up here again, I want to get that bigger mixer. My guess is I'll be using it most because I do got a lot of pigs to feed. So yeah, instead of because I was gonna do the corn mixture, but sunflowers ain't a bad thing either. And I'm plowing backwards again. We can't be plowing backwards. Alright, let's get this lifted up and get plowing in the right direction, please. Yeah, sunflower oil. So, either way, I figure we could do a small field of sunflowers over here. Why not? Why is that tractor not making any noise? Do I have a game glitch? You notice that? I can't hear that tractor's engine. Is it just that tractor? Let's try my Alice. No, I can hear the sound okay on that one. Huh. Yep, that one's working. For some reason, I lost the engine sounds for my 656. That is strange. Huh. Oh well, okay. Game glitch gremlin is at it again. I wonder... Yeah, the game did do a major update. It probably did. It might have broke it. Yeah, it seems like whenever the game does a major update, that's when it starts screwing with your mods. That's too bad. I like the sound of that old 656. I wonder, just for curiosity's sake, let's try this. Sometimes this fixes things, sometimes it don't. Nope, it did not fix a darn thing. Well, that's too bad. Oh! I can hear it. It's just really, really quiet. It's there. It's just really quiet. Yeah, it's working. It's just really, really quiet. Okie dokie then. Now I gotta drive all the way back to my field. Yeah, that's weird. Some tractors and stuff you get in it, the volume's too loud, and then some stuff you drive and it's too quiet. You think they'd have a standard for volume, you know. I know, like that Alice Chalmers WD-45, the volume for that is almost a little too loud. Yeah, when it's idling, you can't even hardly hear it. Just barely. Just barely hear it. Back to plowing. Okay, yep, we gotta turn that back on. There we go. Yeah, that, like I say, there's a few that I'm missing, but every day, you know, like this tractor and this plow wasn't available until like fairly recently. So we're getting there. They're slowly coming out. It's getting there. I think that's another reason why I'm kind of stalling on making like another series, because I'm still waiting. Like again, I want that good traditional barn, and there's a couple more mods I'd really like to have before I really get into it seriously. Oh yeah, especially the ground textures. I started out on 15, so I don't think I have. I still have 15 on my older computer. Maybe some night we'll have to do that. Compare Farmulator Simulator 15 to 25. You're like, whoa, we came a long ways. Yep, this is going to be a nice little sunflower field. This will be nice. Yeah, even Farm Simulator 19 had some fairly decent old vintage mods, but it seemed like 22 towards the end of 22 is when the really cool mods came out. It's like, wow, cool. And that Through the Years mod, I really got to kick it up. I think they are going to eventually implement that, because if you look at some of the equipment on here, oops, what do I want to... Not all of them. You got to look carefully. Yeah, see, they are putting a year on some of this equipment. Not all of it. You know, it depends on the mod. Yeah, see, 1960. So they got years on some of the vehicles. But until we get a lot more vintage mods, it's kind of hard to use that mod because you need the equipment to do it. See, now tablet, that's almost a totally different game compared to console and PC. Well, not totally different, but quite a bit different. Does the tablet have like a USB port? See, I've never messed with tablets, but I'm just guessing and assuming anything with a USB port, usually you can hook, a USB controller to it. I'm just guessing maybe that could be an option. Really? You're going to miss that one little piece of dirt? Urgh. No, you're not. Urgh. Gotcha. What I need is a 4 bottom plow instead of a 3 bottom plow. I do have a mod for... Is it a... Can't remember. I did have a... Learn how to spell. That might help. Where is that plow? There it is. 6 bottom. But I thought I could probably get away with pulling it, but in my opinion, a 6 bottom plow, that's a little much for a 656. 4 bottom would handle it okay, but a 6 bottom plow on a tractor this size in real life, that just seems a little too much. Even though the game says I could probably get away with it, I have this thing in my head where it just, I'm too picky. Oh, Bluetooth. Well, that might be an option. They do make Bluetooth controllers. And then, are you able to stream from your tablet? That's the next thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny because I'm streaming tonight. I was even thinking and considering maybe instead of Tuesdays go to Wednesdays. I don't know. Or I could just stream whenever I feel like it, like Ivy does. I know you really don't have a set schedule. You just kind of stream when you feel like streaming. I thought of that too. Just stream whenever. I never know what I want to do. I'm such an indecisive person sometimes. I might do that. Maybe what I'll do when I get done with this stream tonight, maybe I'll put a poll up in the post section, put a poll up, and I'll let the people decide what night they want me to stream. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, it did seem like you were when I first started watching your channel. You just, but yeah, I guess yeah. Now that I mention it, yeah, does seem like you were getting a little more consistent with your time and stuff. What I gotta do is I gotta put up a calendar or something and write down everybody's stream times and stuff because you're not the only channel I watch. Like I said, I do watch that new lion, the lion guy, Nick the lion. Although I haven't watched. No, I was on. I think I was on his last stream. Yeah, yeah, because I was commenting. What stream was that? I think it was last. I don't know. I gotta start writing things down and keep track of stuff better. It's so hard to keep track of that stuff. Then with the summer, all these activities going on, it's hard to keep up with that stuff. Wintertime, it ain't so bad, when there's snow on the ground, you can't go outside and do anything. Yeah, because I think he was doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I was watching his Thursday streams, and then sometimes because I usually ended my stream at 9, sometimes he'd go until 10. I could go on his stream towards the tail end of it after I got done streaming. I caught him a couple times towards the end. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was. Yeah, because you were there too. We was both giving him a hard time. uh, I don't know, man, if he's going to be able to pull that off. He's got one heck of a debt to... He's got a lot of grueling grinding to do to get out of that debt. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he's got one heck of a debt to pay off. That's why I don't like to start too big, because, boy, what has he got, a $1 million debt he's got to pay off? That's a pretty hefty debt. But if he's still on easy mode, that ain't so bad. Why is my tractor being so weird? Come on. Go up a gear. Move! Really struggling tonight. Almost driving like it's got a flat tire or something. Of course, I'm driving through the dirt. Maybe that's why. Yeah, you're very helpful on his streams because he's doing some stuff like the cotton thing. I've never done cotton. I know you was a pretty big help with that. Because usually when I play this game, I stick to the traditional stuff that I know how to do. Like cows and making hay. I never did the... Obviously, we don't plant cotton in Wisconsin. I know nothing about cotton. Alright, I don't think I want to disc that field, because if I disc it, that's going to bring up the bigger rocks. So I think I'm just going to use my smooth drag to smooth it out. And I do believe the smooth drag I have also takes care of the rocks. I'll tell you though, Ivy, for a new guy, he definitely caught on quick though. I mean, he learned really, really fast. And he's playing more than one game. I don't know how he keeps track of all that gaming stuff, and he streams like almost every night or every other night. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't. I just don't have the energy and time to do that. And then he's got his all set up, so he's got the nice cool sound effects. And I think he also streams simultaneously on TikTok and Twitch, I think. I know he's streaming on more than just YouTube when he does it too. I wish I could afford lime and... Well, fertilizer I could do. I do got some pig poop. But I'm so poor right now, I don't even think I can afford a manure spreader. But I definitely got some pig poop brewing, ready to get spread on the fields. I have to look into that, see if I can get a cheap manure spreader. Get some pig poop so Ivy's flowers grow better. Not a very big field, but it's a nice little field. If I really get desperate for money, I do have a few trees I can knock down, but I'm kind of trying not to do that in case I have a real emergency, because obviously I'm going to run out of trees eventually. You know, just got to get it so this farm is self-sufficient, and it almost is. It's getting there. Once them pigs start growing up and I can start selling them off, I should make some good money. We're finally getting a good steady supply of goat milk. I should have maybe bought a few more chickens. That would help too if I could sell some more eggs every now and then. We'll get there. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Yeah, you definitely got a better attention span than I do, Ivy. My mind can wander off so easily. I never was very good at multitasking, and when I do stuff, I like to concentrate on one thing and concentrate on it very seriously. That might be just a guy and a woman thing, you know. They say that women usually are better at multitasking, whereas guys are more better at concentrating on a single thing. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we got that leveled off nice. What is the cheapest manure spreader? We need $1,200. What about a slurry spreader? Is that under sprayers? No, it wasn't sprayers. Should be under... Oh, there's slurry tankers. Ooh, $800. Although that one's pretty darn small. I'd like to get that one. At least that one holds a little bit more. And I think it spreads a little wider too. So we need a little bit of money before we can get that pig poop on there. I really don't want to do any logging tonight. What the heck could I sell to make a little bit of money to get some pig poop up on there? I suppose I could sell my... Yeah. What could I sell? I'm half tempted to sell... Where is that? It's buried back here somewhere. I do have a wood chipper back here. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do for money. I suppose I could take out some of these trees and chip them up. Maybe. I kind of like having these trees here, though. I don't want to take out all my trees. Where's a good spot to park this? Good a spot as any, I guess. I think I sold everything early this morning before I started the game. What could I sell? Oops, I'm on the wrong menu. No, I was in the right menu. Vehicles. No, don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that. Could sell that, I suppose. That ain't worth anything. I really don't have anything I don't think I can afford to sell right now. No. Well, I suppose wood chips are worth a bit of money. I could take out a couple of them bigger trees and chop them up. Let's see. Another month I will be making some hay, so I can pull the baler out. Just kind of set you off to the side here. One of these days I gotta get a power washer. Start washing my stuff up a little bit. This tractor sounds so weird without the full volume of sound effects. Ah, there we go. Potty break. Let's see. Yeah, if I take them out, I could put another shed here or something. I think I'm going to take some of them trees out. Let's get set up to chop up some trees. That looks about right. Let's see, pick 'em up, truck. See if we can make us some money here. Wood chips usually pays pretty good. Where is my... I thought I parked it up there. There it is. Yeah, this holds wood chips pretty good. My gravity box. Excuse me. Just enough so we can spread some piggy poop. Just a little bit. There we go. See, I think we just want to be backed up just a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Oops, I forgot to turn it on. There we go. Chainsaw, please. These little ones are annoying. Oh, behave yourself. Come on. Grind it up. Really? I thought I had this all figured out. There we go. If you hit it just right, it'll suck the whole thing right in there. Make some wood chips. There we go. Grind it up. Really? Oh, really? You're not going to let me... Oh, that one I can pick up. Takes a little while though to do this, grind up all these little trees, cut them up. There we go. Grind it up. Let's see, we gotta cut you down a little bit. Let's try here. Keep your fingers out of there. Grind them up too. There. How much did we get out of that little bit? Probably not very much. Why is that not unloading into the... Must be a little off here. There it goes. And we got some wood chips. How much did we get? Probably not very much. Not too bad. Not too bad for a couple whittle tweez. I'd say this should make a little more. Let's see, let's cut you this way. Why did you try to fall that way? Now fine, I'll cut you both down. Hello. That'll work. Oh, let's see. We gotta make these pretty small to pick them up. Well, it did seem like... Yeah, they was worth, believe it or not, because they're such crooked trees, they're actually worth more if you chop them up into wood chips. Why, I don't know, but they are. If they're not a straight tree, then they're pretty much worthless. Can I get away if I cut this into thirds? Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's long, hard, tedious work, but I kind of enjoy it. Limbs and all. Let's see, is this light enough to pick up? Nope. Got you maybe somewhere in here. Don't need a flashlight, it's not dark outside. There we go, almost got this tree chopped up. Come on, suck it in there. Chop up them trees. Oh, can I pick up that piece? No, I cannot. Fine. I chop you up. Usually only takes 1 or 2 trees to fill up that. Really? Come on, let me have it. There, I bet I can pick you up. Chop chop. Just need enough so we can afford a manure spreader. How much we got now? Oh, half a load. Okay. Time I do that other tree, should be a full load. And I think I was getting like around $2,000 a load. That should be enough to at least get a manure spreader. I'll cut you in here somewhere. That might be enough. Whoa! Oh, don't do that. Come on. Definitely would not be standing that close to it in real life. I definitely would have took out an eyeball by now. Ooh, that almost looks like it's full already. I better be checking that. Oh, just a little bit more. Really? Urgh. Chainsaw, please. See, I don't see it going up in the ramp anymore. I'm guessing we're full. Yep, we are full. Alright. Who's got the best price for wood chips? Prices, please. Wood chips. I do believe that's all the way on the bottom. Ooh, wood chips are kind of... Well, they're not the best price, but they're not the worst price. It no matter, I needs the money. We're gonna take them in anyway. See if we can get enough for at least for the manure spreader. I needs the money. Ooh, easy. Remember that old truck's only got drum brakes. Alright, that's gonna make me some money. I hope so. Oh yeah. Ice cream? I had that earlier. Ice cream is good. I had cookies and cream. Oh yeah, we might get enough money for both here. This is looking good. At least a manure spreader. The only bad thing about this old gravity box is very slow unloading. Well, I for sure want the manure spreader, so let's see. John Deere or Alice Chalmers? Well, I know for sure. Which one am I going to pick? I know that one works for sure. I don't remember trying that one. It would be nice because then it would match my Alice Chalmers. We'll give that one a try. Now, can I afford the slurry tank thing too? I think I can. Yes, I can. Sweet! Alright, we are set. We can put fertilizer on Ivy's sunflowers now. Sweet! And if there's any left over, ooh, can I don't know, this might be too late in the stage to be driving over that to I was going to say I might be able to fertilize my other fields too, although there's not a whole lot of manure there. Next planting season we'll definitely get some fertilizer on that stuff. Alright, let's go. Let's try the manure spreader first. I think I can pull both them things home with the truck. I can't see why they'd put a 3-point on a manure spreader. Especially an older manure spreader. I remember working on these old trucks that had these drum brakes. What sucked, in order to fix the brakes, you had to pull the rear axle out of it to get to the brakes. Wasn't that a silly design back in them days? Yeah, I remember these old trucks. The rear drum brakes, you had like 6 or 8 little bolts you had to pull out. You had to pull the whole axle out in order to get the brake drum off. I always thought that was weird. We got a manure spreader. I'd still take that over dealing with oxygen sensors and airbags and ABS and GPS and all the crap they're putting on vehicles nowadays, though. I wouldn't even know where to begin to fix my newer truck. I wouldn't have a clue. At least something like this, I still know how to work on it. Okay, we need... Should I use the Alice? You know, yeah, that's what I bought it. We'll use the Alice. See, now this thing is so loud I can hardly hear what I'm doing. If I scroll out a little bit, that'll cut down on the volume a little. Oh, look at that. It looks like a very, very nice fit. Alice Chalmers connected to an Alice Chalmers. Very nice. That matches up really good. I like it, I like it. Now I need this. Hello, sis. You're always busy. No, there's no point in even apologizing. Because you're busy. You're just busy. That's all there is to it. Ivy said she needed poop on her sunflowers before I planted them, so I'm getting some pig poop for her new sunflower field. Nice fresh pig poop. Oh, that's not... Oh, I was gonna say, where is it? Didn't look like it was going in there for a second there. Yep. I'm still getting used to this loader a little bit. I don't have a lot of pig poop, but I do have poop. Well, some of that went on the ground. Why did it go on the ground? I got a mess to clean up now. Good old pig poop. Jeez. Got more pig poop than I thought I had. Oh, don't dump it on the ground. Boy, that spreader's got a finicky trigger. There we go. I wonder if I can... Well, let me finish cleaning out the pit first. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot to order, sis? I got to order your dryer timer yet. I keep forgetting to order that. I'm going to try real hard to remember to do that tonight. You need that timer. Let's see, I made a little bit of a mess here. I got to finish picking up the rest of my pig poop. I keep forgetting to order that. Can't have poop laying on the ground. Does Ma ever was your what? Aqua shoes? Grandma doesn't have aqua shoes that I know of. She always wears tennis shoes when she goes in the river. There, now we got some fresh pig poop to play with. Let's see, the next thing will be the slurry. This would just park this up here for now, out of the way. Alright, let's go spread some pig poop. I don't think so. I think she just hangs them up on the outside on the clothesline and just lets them dry out. I don't think she ever washes them, no. Not that I'm aware of. I never wash my aqua shoes. I just leave them outside and let them dry out. I don't think this will be enough to cover the whole field, but we'll see where it gets us. At least there'll be some poop on there anyway. Yeah, another one of my little silly rules. I'm trying to go fully organic on this play. So no fertilizer. It has to be poop. All natural fertilizers. Oops. I should probably... Can I do the double application? Yes, I can. There we go. Okay, let's get a running start here. Not sure how wide it spreads. Ooh, I'm missing some spots. Oh, why is that struggling so much? Well, I am doing the double application. I think it's supposed to go slower. Oh my, I think I'm going to want a bigger spreader eventually. This is going to take a while. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't see a reason to wash river shoes because they get washed every time you go in the river. Don't they? Oh my god, this thing is slow. I don't remember being this slow on FS22. It doesn't have a very wide spread either. Oh well, at least we got rid of the pig poop. Might make it one full round, maybe. We still got some slurry we can get on here too. Oh yeah, as soon as I can afford it, I am definitely getting a bigger spreader. This little guy is definitely too small. I mean, it'll be alright for this little field, but what the heck am I going to do when I get to my bigger, my barley field, my wheat field? I am not doing them whole fields with this little thing. Oh my god, it'd take forever. Nice spreader. Good for tiny, tiny little fields, but man, oh man. There we go. Got some poop on there. Now we'll get some slurry on there. Very slow, very small, but it still got the job done. Exactly. Make them do some work. They're the ones that always want to go camping and have fun anyway. I don't know what it is with this next generation of kids, but it's like they can't never do nothing for themselves. Yeah, but technically she's not a kid anymore. And the other one's learning to drive. That's even scarier. Alright. What's the deal here? Let go. That was weird. I couldn't get it to unhook. Alright, let's go get a slurry spreader. She leaves stuff all over the place. She gets distracted so easily. Looks like we might have that time just about right. By the time we get that fertilized and planted, it'll be the end of the stream, I think. Can't end the stream until we get ivy sunflowers planted. That's very important. Hopefully this thing spreads a little wider and a little faster than that manure spreader did. Of course, I don't know. It looks pretty small. I've used these mods before in FS22, but I never really used them on 25 yet. So this is kind of a test run for these old mods. I mean, you can't totally pick on her because I do crap like that if I'm not paying attention. I mean, that's just genetic forgetfulness, I guess. Where's my tractor? Oh, there he is. Ooh, quite a bit of slurry there. Can we do double epic? Yes, we can. Good. We might have just enough to cover that whole field. Sweet. Maybe I should have used the bigger tractor. It's a little faster. Well, we ain't got that far to go. Ooh, that's a little harder to see. I can just barely see that. Oh yeah, this is spreading a little wider and a little faster. I like that. Then it's emptying faster too. Is it going to be enough to go down and come back? And maybe. Not quite. Well, if it gets to 50%, I'm going to get down here. No, I don't think it's going to quite make it. I think we got 2 more loads left. Yeah, it was 7,000 something, I think, and this holds 2,000. So just enough for Ivy's sunflower field. You know what? I think I want to switch to that bigger tractor because it's a little faster. We're wasting precious time here. Yeah, I'm really curious of what the feed mixture will be when I get that little bit bigger mixer. This Alice Chalmers has been acting a little weird too since that update. It's like it's having a hard time unhooking from stuff. Yeah, every time they do a game update, it screws my mods up. Not happy about that. Lost the sound effects for this tractor, and my Alice Chalmers is not disconnecting very nicely. Yeah, and that update took forever to do too. I don't know why. That's probably another good reason that it was probably a good thing I didn't stream until tonight, because last night it was still updating. 5,000? Oh yeah. Alright, this should go a little quicker. That's a little faster. We're still in the poor category, so we gotta do the grind until we can make enough money to get the bigger stuff. Let's see, this should be, other than it probably needed lime, I'm sure. Other than it needing lime, should be ready for planting, I would think. Yeah, I know. I can't help it though. A new mod comes out or a new map, and it's like, oh, maybe this is better. You know the old saying, grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Just gotta try it, you know. Let's see, let's conserve here a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have enough to fully cover this whole field. No problem. Might be a spot here and there I might have missed. I'll have to check the map, see what I missed. But overall, I think I pretty much got it all fertilized pretty good. And I got that teeny tiny little 2-row planter. That might take a little time to get all this planted. Alright. One more load. What do you mean by combining games into one? I have done that where I played on one map and then just pretended like, okay, I'm moving, and I wrote down the money I had and then just cheated the money in that I earned from the previous game. I have done stuff like that. Oh wow, we got more than enough slurry. They have done where they've expanded on maps. They've taken like a 1x map and then added to it and made it a bigger map. They've done that with a couple maps on FS22. But even if you do that, I think you still have to start a new save, because it's classified as a different map. Alright, how many spots did I miss? We need soil composition, please. Oh, why is that taking so long to load? Come on. Well, I know it's going to need rolling. We know it needs lime. There we go. A couple little spots here and there I missed, but looks pretty gosh darn blue to me. I'm going to say it's probably good enough. That'll make them sunflowers grow a little quicker. I get a couple spots here and there on the way out, I guess. There's a pretty big spot I missed over here. Overall, I think I got it covered pretty good. Yeah, we're going to call that good enough. Let's go get a planter. Well, you know what would make this quicker, because we're running out of time here. Whoops, there we go. Where did I put that new planter? There it is. Come on, tractor, move. Let's see. Nope, we're not planting corn. We want sunflowers. Yay! Will this fill without having me lift the bag? I hope it does. Oh, yeah. There we go. Well, even if I don't fully finish planting it, I at least want to get it started planting. Ooh, I better get some gas in this Alice, too. Getting down to a quarter tank. It's too bad there's that big ditch and hole in the ground there. I could have extended the field right up to my driveway, but I suppose I could have did some landscaping and smoothed it out, but it's alright. This is gonna work okay. Okay, lower. Turn it on. Really? We're gonna pull that crap? Why is it always my Alice mod that does that? It's like the 3-point lowers too low. Oh well, good thing I didn't take my 656 back. Hopefully that'll handle it. I've ran into that before, even on FS22. It's like this Alice Chalmers mod. The 3-point goes too low on certain things. Why that is, I don't know. Alright, let's see if this will handle it. A little big for the job, but the LS can't do it. See if this will handle it. Okay, is it lower? Turn on. There we go. Now we're getting some sunflowers in the ground. Let's see, you just want to double check, make sure it is. It looks like it is. Yep. Looking good, looking good. No need to apologize, sis. I've been doing the same thing. I've been missing a few of her lives. I've been missing a lot of people's lives. It's too nice outside to be inside. That's why I'm way behind on my lives, and I haven't made a regular YouTube video in weeks. Way behind on that. Alright, I gotta read this. The chat is going wild. Sis and Ivy are talking about me. I know they are. No, we haven't had a lot of fireflies. Not much this year. Oh, there's Sis says there's tons of them at the campground. Yeah, not so much around my house though. Yeah, the only reason I can stick to my schedule is because I changed it. That is why I never got married. I'd make a bad husband, I know I would. And I definitely don't want kids. Think I made the right decision with my life. Hopefully I'm not missing any spots here. It's so hard to tell sometimes when you plant what you planted and what you didn't plant. I know I'm going into a little bit of overtime here, but you know what? I don't think it's going to take that long to plant this. It's going pretty good. It's planting wider than what it looks like, so I think we're good. Yeah, I don't know, Ivy. I think I should have planted corn. Corn is a more robust crop. I probably would have got more yield if I would have did the corn. I don't know. We'll see if this can keep my pigs fed. Uh, all I know is I'm getting tired of buying pig feed. I definitely underestimated how much them little buggers eat. I thought for sure my wheat and barley fields would have been enough. I don't think that mixer I got is very efficient either. I'm hoping if I get enough money for that bigger mixer, maybe it'll do a better job of mixing pig feed for me. We'll see how it goes. Like I say, a lot of this is kind of experimental. I'm kind of learning the new game mechanics. That is true. That is true. Just lucky I got a harvester that does both grain and sunflowers. Otherwise I would have had to got a, or at the very least I would have had to buy a separate header. Otherwise I wasn't going to do it. I'm like, oh, no, no, my header can do both. Got lucky with that one. Let's see, it's a pretty sharp turn here. Come on. One more time should do it. Ooh, I gotta roll this yet too. But I can do that off camera. That spot looks a little green yet. I think I better get over there. Such a tiny field, gotta get it all planted. Every last little bit. Sure there's no green spots left. I do believe we got most of it planted. Alright, how are we looking here? Needs rolling? Yeah, I know that. I just want to know if it's growing. Let's see. Oh, we gotta go back. Oh, I ain't gonna say it's growing until we get to the next stage, I think. I do believe we got it all. I think it's all planted. Alright. Where's my rusty rollers? Boy, look at the weeds in that field. Maybe I will need to go back to plowing every time. I thought the game mechanic said rolling now takes care of weeds. Because obviously I can't use, being I'm fully organic, I can't use pesticides. So In 22, if you plowed your field every time, it usually kept the weeds way down. So I'm still figuring out the mechanics of this one yet. That's not an issue, Ivy. That's called saving money. You know how much it costs to go out and have fun nowadays? I mean, back in my younger years, I remember going to the bar all the time, and boy, if you went to the bar now, the money it costs just to go out and play pool and have a few beers, don't take long to spend a couple $100. Going out and doing anything costs money. Stay home, save money. That's what I say. I hardly go out and do anything anymore. Or do things like my sis does. Go to cheap campgrounds. What'd you pay for that? Like $20 for one night? That's cheap for a campground. Or go to that thing I'm going to this weekend, the Pioneer Museum. I think it's only like $10 to get in, and you rock around all day and cheap activities. Cheap. Yeah, and that campground you go to, it's one of those campgrounds. I've seen campgrounds where they park the campers like right next to each other with like no space between them or nothing. His campground is laid out so nice where you got lots of trees and stuff, so you got some privacy. Well, Ivy, I do believe we have a completed sunflower field planted. It's not very big, but it's something. How are we doing? Are we all rolled? Yep, rolled. Fertilize. I know it needs lime, but I can't afford a lime spreader right now. I think we're all set. How's the other fields doing here? Why is this having such a hard time loading? It says loading map and it's not showing me anything. What is going on here? Since that last update, my game is being weird. Now, hopefully it ain't too serious and it works its whatever issues it has out. Yeah, that should all be green. Especially these fields are already planted. Weird. What am I gonna do with a whole field of sunflowers? Other than the deer would probably... Do deer eat sunflowers? They eat everything else. Well, alright, let's park this for now. See, now that's turning green, but why is the stuff I did not turning green? That is weird. Says it's growing. That is weird. Yeah, see, this one turns off and on with green. And I could understand this one not because I just planted it, but this has already been planted and growing, so that should be turning green, and it's not. It's weird. Huh. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Well, I better call it a night. Already went 20 minutes into overtime. So... yeah, I think I'm going to put up a poll. Let you guys decide if I should go back to Tuesday nights or just stick with Wednesday nights. From what I hear so far from Sis and Ivy, you guys prefer Wednesday nights, so you'll have to place your vote. I'll try to get that up tonight if I got time. So we'll see. Anyway, everybody better say their goodbyes, although I think... I better save this before I forget. Did all that hard work. Don't want to lose all that hard work. I read the chat. I think the only two that were here tonight were Ivy and Sis. Oh no, there was another guy earlier. I forget what his name was. Diesel. The Diesel Civic. And... oh, IH Forever. I missed him. I gotta pay more attention to my chat when I do these lives. So... alrighty, everybody. I think I better call it a night. Everybody say your... alrighty. Good night, everybody.